At Lamar's Agri Center, we offer a full line of agricultural products including precision agronomy and application, grain storage and marketing, seed, animal feed, bulk grass seed, and lawn fertilizer. We pride ourselves and are committed to providing the best customer service and building long-term relationships with our valued patrons. Call or stop in today. Our agronomist, Brandon Fisher, is ready to discuss your needs, helping to develop a plan for your long-term success. We will continue to be your partner in the field. Lamar's Agri Center, where your success is our top priority.
Marcus Lumber's showroom offers you an experience like no other. So when you're thinking of replacing your windows, Marcus Lumber is sure to help add clarity for the decision best fit for your home. Featuring Thermotech premium windows, they will show you quality, energy-efficient options. Made in the upper Midwest, Thermotech knows a thing or two about the temperature extremes that we face. So expect more energy savings, more beauty, and more comfort with Marcus Lumber and Thermotech windows.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
You will like it here. Beautiful Cherokee County, Iowa, nestled in the Little Sioux River Valley in the heart of Northwest Iowa. People care and support each other and work together to help our communities, business, industrial, medical, educational, and agricultural opportunities thrive. Each season offers recreational activities, historical events, and cultural entertainment, making living here enjoyable. Come stay or play. Go to www.cherokeeia.com now.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame, not just embroidery.
Hello and welcome to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym. Gehlen Volleyball is back on the air. Matt Schilling today joined by Brian Kolbeck. The Jays come into this match 5-3, while the Hawks from just 13 miles down Highway 3, Remsen St. Mary's comes in at 2-3. And Brian, you know what they say when you bring the rivals together, you got to throw the records out the window.
100%. Throw them out the window, tear it all down, because you just never know. Both these teams are going to be looking to do some different stuff this year, Matt. St. Mary's, of course, from down the road, having that tremendous class come through, looking to fill some shoes and figure out where they're kind of at here on the offensive and defensive side of this volleyball thing this year. And Gehlen across the net from them tonight, looking to rebound from the first losing record that this program has had since 1995, and those girls not wanting to go back there again. So a lot going to be going on here in the gym tonight.
The Jays with 7 seniors on the roster this year, and that's more than a court full.
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to be facing the same thing I'm afraid St. Mary's faced going into this season, is when you turn over that hard, you got to make sure you have somebody waiting in the wings to fill those spots.
Not to be outdone, Remsen St. Mary's has 2 seniors of their own, including Tessa Tettinger and Ava Garvin.
Yeah, going to have to, like I said, it's going to be interesting what Coach Stacy Bunkers is going to have to do this season. They started out with a couple wins here early, played some tough competition in River Valley right out of the chute, and then, of course, working their way through the War Eagle Conference now with Trinity George and West Sioux recently, taking the win from West Sioux but dropping them to Trinity and George. So tonight will be a good test for them, I'm sure, in Gehlen Catholic, looking to keep that winning streak going here after the last couple matches.
Fuller Digital Solutions missed the opening broadcast due to other circumstances, but we are back. We are excited to be on for the next 4 remaining home games for the Jays, and shoot, this might be the most home games that the Jays have had in a long time, Brian.
It seems like it. You know, volleyball is always kind of a funny sport when you pick up tournaments, and the state in the past 10 years seems like they've been messing with dates and days and how many you can play and what you can't, so you're looking for triangulars and tournaments to get the games in since you're only allowed so many dates. So it's been kind of interesting to see when we just have a true one-on-one matchup with another team in our own home gym here.
We will be back with the remaining preview, starting lineups, and your national anthem. You're watching Jays and Hawks on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance, from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
The best and easiest men's shopping experience in Northwest Iowa. Measures in the middle of downtown Lamars. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 9 to 4 p.m. Let's go Jays!
Welcome back to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling joined by Brian Kolbeck here tonight. And Brian, Drive for Your School, a moderate success for the Jays. Jay Walkathon is kicking off next week for the Jays, and that's always a nice fundraiser for the school.
Yeah, you know, and there too with the recent enrollment numbers that we released where the school enrollment is up, it's nice to see the new faces and new families, kind of adhere to those traditions of the fundraisers and stuff and see the new faces at all these events.
We'll talk about some of the new rules as we go along. Nothing major, but you'll see the line judges switch ends of the courts in between the first and second sets, and there is also a rule change as far as where you can be lined up on the court. talked with Dan Goebel here during the preseason, so it gives a little bit more latitude to those playing in the front row to being able to move backward a little bit.
And also, they also followed the NFHS recommendation to really loosen up on that double contact that really hurt so many teams last season. When it comes off the setter's hands, especially with the colored volleyballs they use now, with that goofy rotation, you'll see hopefully a lot less of that call this season.
That's one thing that they let up in college volleyball altogether.
Yep.
Eliminated that. We will go now to Nathan Carlson for tonight's starting lineups and the national anthem. Looks like they're having some audio issues down there, so we will vamp just a little bit. So it looks like they will they will switch sides. That is a new thing this year. Looks like they might have gotten the microphone issues worked out here.
Good evening and welcome to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym for tonight's varsity volleyball match between the Gehlen Catholic Jays and our guests, the Hawks from Remsen St. Mary's. Gehlen Catholic encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior at the game tonight. In doing so, we ask that you remain in your seats during play and show respect for the officials, line judges, and players here tonight. Line judges for tonight's match are Jeremy Bolin and Andy Schmidt. Officials for tonight's match are Tracy Bader and Mark Rolfez. Now for our starting lineups. For the St. Mary's Hawks, a senior, number 2, Ava Garvin. A sophomore, number 3, Hallie Bunkers. A junior, number 4, Grace Gallus. A freshman, number 6, Brielle Shorg. A senior, number 8, Tessa Tettinger. And a sophomore, number 9, Jada Potabom. The Hawks are coached by Stacy Bunkers, Noelle DeHaan, and Jackie Tettinger. And now your starters for the Lady Jays. A senior, number 1, Addie Kuntz. A senior, number 3, Rizea Sitzman. A junior, number 4, Grace Sizz. A freshman, number 8, Addie Castle. A senior, number 9, Aurora Goebel. A senior, number 10, Kate Monderson. A sophomore, number 12, Kennedy Sitzman. A senior, number 13, Haley Grease. The libero, a senior, number 16, Haley Lubin. The Lady Jays are coached by Dan Goebel and assisted by Jesse Bonenkamp and Kelly Meister. Please stand if you are able and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem by Maggie Roeder.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Why do we have so many accounts?
Have you seen the Brent?
And all from different banks?
Hi. If you move all of these accounts to Prime Bank, it'll make it easier to manage, leaving you more time for the things you enjoy.
But how'd you get in there?
Because at Prime Bank, we're family. With Prime Bank, get rewarded and earn more. Your way. Member FDIC.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Brian Kolbeck. And Brian, we are getting ready for action for the first time this season.
Yeah, looking forward to getting it kicked off in the home gym here. I know we played against Georgia Little Rock, the game we missed the other night, but some good competition against some familiar foes here in the gym, and looking forward to kicking it off here.
Working on the scoreboard here. I apologize for trying to get this going as we get ready and get set, and we're off. First set on Fuller this season, and this is going to be freed over to the Jays. Received by Sizz. Back row. Swing by Aurora. Dug up well. Swing by Remsen St. Mary again. Saved by Sizz. Cross court. Goebel into the net, and it's going to fall on the Jay side.
One of those little tapeworms that hit the top of the tape and just followed its way right out of bounds. So first hitting error on Gehlen tonight.
Remsen St. Mary's leads this one 1-0. And we'll see Sizz go to the bench, and in comes Haley Grease. Back to serve for Remsen St. Mary's will be number 10, Schwickerath. Schwickerath back to serve. Received by Grease. Sitzman sets it up in the middle. Nice two-handed dump to the near side.
Great vision there by Kate Bonderson. Saw that blocker come from that left side, come over to try and double. Dumped it down there, little soft spot. Great kill there by Bonderson.
1-1 is the score. As Lubin back to serve, received by Tettinger, set up in the middle, and they're going to call two hits. Thought we weren't going to see that.
I thought that was going to be a little more relaxed this year. You don't know if maybe Mark Rolfus didn't get the email this year, but we'll check on that.
I think that was called by Heather Badar on the floor, Tracy's wife. Either way, set up in the middle. It's going to be freed over. Grease puts that one up. Sitzman set up in the middle. It's going to be dumped over really nicely by Kennedy Sitzman.
And not how they drew it up, I don't think. I think a little miscommunication, but the athleticism of Sitzman came through there. Found that soft spot again for a nice little kill.
I am working on the scoreboard. Please be patient here as I work on that. As it's set up in the middle. Try to find the soft spot. Grease set up. Goebel, jumping attempt right into the face of Tessa Tettinger.
There's the first one for Aurora tonight. Nice elevation, nice swing. Blocks a little late getting there. Got her down. 4-1 lead for the Jays here.
4-1. Grease goes back, serves it up, received by Tettinger into the front row. Close to the antenna, tries to find a spot. Goebel able to get it over. Freed into the middle, swinging into the back row. Aurora Goebel, and that one's going to be long.
Yep, just a little long there. Tried to maybe get away from that cross and go a little more line. Just carried it out of bounds.
Jays lead this 4-2. As back to serve is Bunkers. Bunkers puts it up. Goebel saves it. Now with the kill attempt and right down the line.
That was a little better, a little more elevation, a little better swing. Got the touch there too. So nice swing by Aurora.
So Haley Grease and Haley Lubin both in the ball game right now.
Freshman Addie Castle coming in, the second setter Gehlen uses this season.
And that's been a surprise. Not that she's not athletically talented, but a surprise to see a freshman playing at the varsity level as she goes back to serve. Sets that one up. Tettinger. Set up for Tettinger. Just a little too close to the net was that set by Schwickerath.
Yep, a little too tight there. Not a whole lot you can do with that. Just got to try and hit it over you can and survive, but couldn't quite get it over.
6-2 is the score. Addie Castle back to serve again. Puts that one up. Just barely clears the tape. It's going to be freed over. And Grease sets that up. Left hand long by Sitzman.
Well, Rye's first swing here tonight. She's going to have to get that warmed up a little bit there. But yeah, when this is going to be a little different. Last year, I think we used Rise almost exclusively as a setter, along with Ellen Hunt. This year, she's primarily a setter, and we'll see if we can get that swing on track here tonight. So
serving this up is Grace Gallus. Set up into the middle. Aurora Goebel in between the double block and down.
Yep, another good swing by Aurora. Blocks had a little bit of a separation there, and she found the sweet spot right between them.
Aurora Goebel will go back to serve. Sis will come in, and out will go Haley Grease. Aurora Goebel back to serve, jump serve, and that one floats out of bounds.
That's going to be a theme this season, I'm afraid, Matt, as we move on. Can we control the things that we need to control? Like so far this game, we have had a few hitting errors and a serving error that has constituted 75% of St. Mary's points here.
Short back to serve, set up well in the middle. Castle, and that one flicked to the right. Pulled up by Sitzman. Goebel back row attack. It was freed right back over. Sitzman with the second hit, and a little bit of pinball in the back, and Grace Gallus was not able to get it over the net.
That's a nice thing about Brizea being so good with that left hand. When that ball comes, most teams assume she's going to set it. Well, if it's anywhere close to the net, knowing Rice, she's going to get up and take a good hack at it. So,
Kennedy Sitzman back to serve, and Dan Goebel said he was going to do a little bit more this year and telegraphing to his players where he wants to serve, and he did at that time. Set up in the middle. Sizz just up over the top of the double block and down.
Yep, nice swing there by Grace. Don't always have to hit it a million miles an hour when you hit it with some accuracy just like that. Find the soft spot.
Brian, was it just a lack of tightness by Remsen there, or was it?
Well, Grace really reached up high there. I mean, I think they were together. It's just that she reached up high and didn't try to kill the dang thing.
Garvin, and that one's freed over and found the soft spot of the defense.
Yeah, well, that little in-betweener, the little donut there in the middle, sometimes is tough. It's, you got it, I got it kind of deal, and that one fell to the floor.
9-5 the score here in the first set. Back to serve is Tessa Tettinger. Puts the right hand to the ball. Aurora Goebel, Addie Castle sets it up for Sitzman. That's going to fall down on the St. Mary's side.
Yep, Kate Bonderson, I think, making that attack there from the middle. So another nice swing from Kate there in the middle.
Late start tonight. Hello to the Christoffels tonight. Appreciate them watching at home. I'm sure it's getting close to bedtime there in the Christoffel household. Sitzman puts that one in motion into the middle. It's going to be a free right hand over, and Sitzman on this side. Sizz probably shouldn't have received that. Are they going to say that hit the antenna? Nope, 4 hits.
Yeah, I'm going to say they hit the tape and came back to her without St. Mary's getting a contact on it.
I believe that'll make it, is it 10-6? Yep, 10-6. Jada Potabom back to serve for St. Mary's. Into the middle, Goebel to Sitzman. Right hand finds a Soft spot in the zone. Sitzman receives that one. Set up for Sizz, just up over the top. I thought there was a touch as that came out of bounds, and so did the line judge.
Yep, I would agree. That ball had a different rotation on it after the St. Mary's girl got a hand on it there. So nice little swing there from Grace. Another point.
Sizz will go back to serve. Grace Sizz, she is the junior. Back to serve. Received by Shorg. Set up for Gallus. Gallus frees it over, and the Jays aren't able to handle it. Sending in the front row of the bleachers.
Yep. Again, it's always a game of inches there. Grace just need to move her feet just a little more and get under that thing. Errors are kind of the name of the game here for the Jays. That'll be probably our fourth or fifth unforced error. So kind of giving it away right now a little bit, Matt.
Schwickerath in for Garvin. Hello to our St. Mary's folks. Appreciate you watching, tuning in to Fuller Digital tonight. That one received over to Sitzman. Set up. Goebel just kisses the tape into the middle, and that's going to be freed over by Shorg. Sitzman set up. Sitzman, and it was hit straight back over. Set up for Goebel with a right-hand attack just inside the back line.
Nice swing by Goebel. Again there, too, our ability to move it around. Go middle, go right, go left. Keep the defenders guessing a little bit. Nice swing by Aurora again.
12-7 the score. And we now see Kennedy Sitzman, and I've got to remember that we've got two Sitzmans on the team now, and that's going to throw me off for just a couple minutes. Haley Lubin back to serve the libero. Received by Shorg, set up, right-hand attack by Gallus, into the block and down.
Nice double block there. I think Kennedy Sitzman ended up getting it. Like I said, just right there on top of it, nice elevation. Got it down for the block kill there.
13-7 the score. Set up, freed over. Kill attempt by Goebel, no. Lubin, set up, backward. They're going to call a lift or a double contact. Second one. We talk about this early, and we look like liars.
I guess right now we do. We don't know what we're talking about here, Matt, but I'm fairly certain that they were going to relax on that call a little bit this season, but we'll see.
Sitzman set up to Goebel into the middle of the double block. Goebel sets it up. Right hand tries to find the middle. Was not able to on the floor. Not able to save it was Addie Kuntz.
That's always a pretty good sign. You'll see that a lot out of the St. Mary's side also, but when you got 3-4 girls on the floor going for the ball, that's a pretty good sign you got a pretty quality ball club.
St. Mary's trails 13-9 here in the first set. Goebel takes that as a set. Backward pass. Right hand by Kuntz. Brings it over. Bumped over. Set up. It's going to be freed over by Gallus. Sitzman and Goebel just hammers that down on the near side.
It's the communication thing, too. You got two seniors. Aurora has now changed her approach. Instead of taking that traditional far left approach, she's been cutting that in more towards the center circle, making those defenders guess where she's coming. Either she's going way out by the antenna or coming back in towards the middle. That time she came back in the middle and was effective.
A lot of cross-court kills here. Addie Castle back to serve. She is tall for a freshman. Cross-court pass to Tettinger. Off the double block. Tettinger sets it up in the middle. It's going to be dumped over. Rizea. Now Goebel over the double block. A touch and out.
Yep, there's that back out to the antenna again. Like I said, as for a freshman, I don't think anyone's ever accused any Gehlen women of being too tall, Matt. So I think she does only ring in at about 5'6", but she plays bigger than that. Let's put it that way.
Taller than a lot of girls her age. Let's just put it that way. Schwickerath into the middle off the tape was Tettinger. That's going to be dumped over nicely by Castle. Third hit, not able to be saved by St. Mary's, but a nice effort on St. Mary's side.
There, too, pretty heads-up play there by Castle, knowing that she's coming out of the back row. She cannot jump any higher than the top of the net to get that ball over. So top official Mark Rolfus did make that call that she did not clear the top of the net, so great play by Addie there.
Addie Castle serves that one up again. Schwickerath into the middle. That one's going to be long by Tessa Tettinger. Nope, I'm sorry, Shorg. 16-9 here in the first, and we've got a timeout from Remsen St. Mary's. We'll take it with them. See you in 1 minute. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Introducing the robust workhorse from Holstein Manufacturing, the HFAB Ultra Tilt Bed Trailer.
Whether you are hauling heavy equipment or delivering precious cargo, our tilt bed trailers, ranging from 20 to 28 feet in length, are engineered with strength and designed to handle it with ease. Forget the hassles of ramps. They're built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers at Holstein Manufacturing.
Holstein Manufacturing.
And online at holsteinmfg.com.
At Floyd Valley Healthcare, we keep you moving and feeling your best. Our providers work together to help overcome mobility issues, manage pain, and live your best life. An expanded physical therapy department and the area's top orthopedic surgeons on site mean the care that you need is in one convenient location. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing a chronic condition, or looking to improve your mobility, Floyd Valley Healthcare can help you get back to doing the things that you love. Stay active, stay moving, make your appointment today.
Welcome back to the Bo Langle Gym as Castle serves this one up. It goes off the rafters and down, and Jays score the point. Hello to Lori Kellen watching from home tonight. The retired, now longtime Gehlen religion teacher.
I don't think that we lost her phone number, though, so I'm fairly certain you might see her face back in school here as a sub or some other capacity here sooner than later.
Always welcome. Always welcome. 18-9 the score here in the first set. Good to see Mike Meyer in the crowd, too.
Yeah, you can't chase him away either, too. Another retiree, quote-unquote, but like I said, always finds himself back in the familiar halls of the school here.
He's got some great stories between these two schools, between coaching and then his time over teaching at St. Mary's also.
Yeah, 100%. You get tied up with him on a gym wall or an entryway, you might spend 20 minutes visiting with the man. So lots of great stories from both programs.
Served by Gallus, received by Grease. Set up, Goebel into the double block, and then she's able to dig it back up herself. Isaiah frees it over on the first hit. That one's freed over by the Jays. Goebel now gets it back, and it went tip, 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 and out of bounds off the Hawks.
There's another one of those examples of we were scrambling there a little bit. Aurora did not get back far out to that antenna, so Addie just gave it to her right there where she could do something with it. So nice play by Castle and Goebel.
Goebel trying to get this thing closed out. 19-10 is the score. Goebel back to serve. Into the back row. Received by Bunkers. Set up. And that's freed over. Pushed back over by Remsen St. Mary. Isaiah. And Sizz is going to have to free that over. Lost opportunity for the Jays as St. Mary's floats that one up into the middle. Castle digs it up. Grease, and that's freed back over to the Remsen St. Mary's side. Neither team wants to attack here, as that one looks like it's going to float long and does. Gets a little difficult there when it just keeps going free.
Yeah, like I said, that's early in the season. Both coaches not real happy with that. You always like to put a little sauce on it when you send it back to the defensive side, but early in the season yet.
Goebel serves it up. Freed over by Bunkers into the middle. Two Jays fight over it as Isaiah gets it over to Sizz. Dug up and it crosses the center line before the Hawks are able to recover it.
Nice swing by Grace there again. Blockers were a little slow getting there, so she had a pretty clean look at it there. Good swing, good kill.
Goebel telling the girls to make sure you talk. As Aurora's back to serve, just clears the net. Set up by Schwickerath. It's going to be over by Madigan. Sizz, Goebel, and Isaiah tries to get the kill and does, as it's caught by the line judge.
Yep, like I said again, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but having a lefty over there on that right side is pretty convenient for a nice big swing like that.
And it throws you off if you're not used to it.
100%.
Goebel back to serve, received by Schwickerath. Over on the second, Isaiah with the left hand up over the top of the double block. Set up, nice cross court. I think it might have hit something. It did. Set up for Sizz, gets touched, up, just clears the light on the near side, and that good one left. Looked like it got carried, but it not called.
Nope, good.
But listen, a good touch though.
Yeah, 100%. Good athletic play there from Tessa. I mean, she just got up and kind of raked it back in with her left hand. Nice athletic play there.
22-11 is the score here in the first set. Back to serve is Schorg, and a little bit of a error there by the Jays, Kennedy Sitzman.
Yeah, communication problem. You generally don't want your front row players to take that. She was running away from the ball, took a hack at it, but yeah, that's something we'll get cleaned up as the season goes on here, I'm sure.
Shorg back to serve. Castle over to Sizz, and they're going to get a touch and a slide-out point.
Yep, just like Tessa Tenniger. Nice athletic play up there at the net. The set wasn't exactly where you need it, but Grace managed to put a little something on it and did something with it. Nice play by Grace.
23-12 the score here tonight. It is Dress Like Your Dad night in the student section as that one's set up. I think that one was floating out of bounds before it was saved, and they're going to call a double hit.
Yep,
I think it's the third or fourth one here in this
pretty sure
first.
We don't know what we're talking about, Matt, so those of you at home just might as well just turn the volume down now.
I guess so. What do we know? Kennedy Sitzman back to serve, 24-12. Family's off the hook. Cross court, freed over into the middle. Castle to Isaiah, dug up. Isaiah pushes it back down, freed into the back row and just off the outstretched arms of Aurora Goebel.
Yep, nice athletic play there too by, was it Mackin, number 5? Like I said, knew we were kind of scrambling, knew that back right corner be wide open and put it home.
Good vision. Tettinger back to serve. Right into the middle. Sizz, Castle, set up. That one's going to be freed over with a right hand into the net. And that's going to be set 1, 25-13. We'll be back after this. You're watching Fuller Digital.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tyler Meekma in Lamar's today.
Welcome back to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling alongside Brian Kolbeck in a 25-13 first set. Brian?
Early in the season yet, and like I said, I'm firmly expecting these new faces for St. Mary's. I mean, success breeds success, Matt, and these girls have known nothing but that in their athletic endeavors over the past 3 or 4 years, especially the seniors that have been able to play in those big games and do those things. So as the season goes on for Coach Bunker's team here, I'm firmly expecting them to kind of iron some of that stuff out and get their identity.
Sometimes it takes a little while for teams to gel also.
Oh, 100%. And just looking at the roster, you know, they got a freshman or two playing with some sophomores and juniors. And like I said, on this kind of stage and this kind of level, a lot of new faces here in the time and on the varsity level. And I'm sure they'll get it ironed out as they move forward.
We'll be back in 1 minute. We'll be back on Fuller.
At Lamar's Agri Center, we offer a full line of agricultural products including precision agronomy and application, grain storage and marketing, seed, animal feed, bulk grass seed, and lawn fertilizer. We pride ourselves and are committed to providing the best customer service and building long-term relationships with our valued patrons. Call or stop in today. Our agronomist, Brandon Fisher, is ready to discuss your needs, helping to develop a plan for your long-term success. We will continue to be your partner in the field. Lamar's Agri Center, where your success is our top priority.
Marcus Lumber's showroom offers you an experience like no other. So when you're thinking of replacing your windows, Marcus Lumber is sure to help add clarity for the decision best fit for your home. Featuring Thermotech premium windows, they will show you quality, energy-efficient options. Made in the upper Midwest, Thermotech knows a thing or two about the temperature extremes that we face. So expect more energy savings, more beauty, and more comfort with Marcus Lumber and Thermotech windows.
What if they just leave it 100 to 100? Welcome back to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling alongside Brian Kolbeck. And having a small issue getting the score reset on the scoreboard. Don't believe what it's showing you. And actually, you can't see what we're seeing in the gym. It's 121 to 112, Brian.
To be honest, that was the temperature of the gym here when we first walked in, Matt. When you get this many, like I said, a decent crowd tonight for a volleyball game, but there too, like I said, with the schools only being separated by 13 miles, I believe. You expected as much here tonight on a Thursday night.
I will say that while they continue to try to sort this out here, the Jays will take on Alta Aurelia tomorrow, and that will be on the Alta Aurelia Fuller Digital Solutions channel. 7 o'clock will be kick time from Alta.
Yeah, Gehlen travels over there. Tough Alta squad. I know their record doesn't show it yet. I think they're 0 for 2 yet this season, but real tough competitors over there. So traveling over there, we're looking for a handful.
It'll be fun. I think. You and me are heading there tomorrow, and that'll be a fun little trip. Talk a little football on the way. They just got the scoreboard cleared. I'm surprised there's not a round of applause for it. I promise you, it's 0-0. Oh boy, we have a lot of fun here on Fuller Digital Solutions. Hey, listen, you've seen a lot of new sponsors this year, a lot of new supporters of Fuller Digital Solutions, and it's always appreciated. Of course, saw the new commercial that Colbeck Incorporated put out this year, and that's exciting to see. And I think, for people that know you and the personal relationships, I think it's a big deal to see the new advertisements.
Well, like I said, this is such a new and brave world we live in. A lot of us have to bust out VHS tapes of when we played in high school, and now these kids have the benefit of Fuller and other streaming services putting these games online. So, 10 years ago, you can tell your kids how great you really were back in the day. So appreciate Fuller very much.
0-0 the score here to start the second set, and that one falls on the Jays side. Just a little miscommunication there in the middle. Looks like I may be doing this one manual, so bear with me here, friends. As it's 1-0, dug up by Goebel. Isaiah, backward pass, then I call a double hit.
Yeah, there we go again. I think Dan Goebel actually is agreeing with him. So, again, don't listen to anything that I say because apparently I do not know the rules.
If you look on your television, you'll see the line judges have switched spots as that one goes up into the rafters and freed over to the Remsen St. Mary's side. Schweckenrith gets it over. Goebel just past the double block and out of the reach of Remsen St. Mary's. It's 2-1.
Nice swing by Goebel there, too, again. Nice dig, nice up, but like I said, once it gets around over by Heather Badar over there out of play, it's going to be a tough point to bring that back into the field, into the court here. So
Lubin serves that one up, received by Shorg into the middle. Now back to Shorg, passes the outstretched hands of the Jays, and Goebel flat foots that one over. Two hands set into the middle. Nice kill attempt into the back row. Goebel just over the double block and out of bounds. Just a little too much mustard on that one.
That didn't quite have her shoulders turned. She was kind of trying to go to an angle that her body was not going to allow her to do. But like I said, that was the open spot. You just got to get those corners turned, or shoulders turned, excuse me.
Hallie Bunkers serve that one up. Isaiah cross court to Goebel. Goebel off the block and out of bounds. Point for the Jays.
Yeah, that was a little more textbook there by Aurora. Get those shoulders square and give her heck, and good things will happen.
Castle comes into the game for Kuntz. Addie Kuntz, one of the seniors for the Jays, and Addie Castle, the freshman. Serves it into the back row. Set up by Schreckenrith. And off the double block and down. A nice kill by Tessa Tettinger. And it's now 4-2 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Back to serve is Gallus. Gallus clears the tape. Cross court, Goebel into the double block and falls for the Jays.
Nice swing there by Aurora again. Double block, maybe just a little slow getting there. And the other thing is with all these young volleyball players is you have to be able to get up and break the plane of the net. You have to get those hands up over the net so when that contact comes, you don't drag the ball back with you. Something that coaches often preach. And like I said, all you young volleyball players out there, get used to doing that. You got to get up and get across that net.
Into the double block. I thought Mackin was going to have that the first time. Instead, she frees it over this time to Goebel. Castle able to save that from getting in the net. Rizea floats it over, real close to the net. Freed back over to the J side. Grease, and that one's floated in the middle by Kennedy Sitzman. Right hand, not able to clear the net.
Yep, set back towards that 10-foot line a little bit, kind of falling back away to make that swing. You'll see that quite regularly when you don't have enough to clear that tape.
4 for the scorer here in the second set. Now to the J side, Castle. Left hand of Rizea Sitzman, and that one's into the net and falls on the J side. Some of the unforced errors for the Jays, keeping this one close here in the second.
Yep, and again, early in the season, Gehlen's not a stranger to some new faces, whether it's Kennedy Sitzman or Addie Castle, and Addie Castle. So we're getting her figured out a little bit here too, Matt.
As that one not able to be brought up enough by Grace Kellen, our first time calling her name out tonight. Not enough air underneath it. Back to serve is Shorg. Over to Kellen, and Kellen hits it into the double block and out of bounds.
Yep, great swing there by Grace. They had a great block by St. Mary's. Got to get those hands turned a little bit more, but it was a great play all in all. Grace just seemed to win that one at the net that time.
Lubin goes out. Back to serve is Kennedy Sitzman. Set up for Garvin. I think Garvin was expecting that to be further outside. And Grace Kellen and a kill.
Nice cut there by Grace. Didn't put a lot of mustard on it, but hit it down to the open spot. So nice swing by Grace.
Calling her name out just a little bit more here.
Lots of Graces.
Back to serve is Kennedy Sitzman. Kennedy to that far corner. Set up cross court to Bunkers. Into the double block. Back. Bunkers tries to get it up, and it's freed over into the middle. Set up, and that one's going to be a double hit.
Yeah, that even with the rule change that apparently isn't a rule change, that would still be a double contact there, Matt. So
I think even Mr. Kurth saw that one. Oh, hello, Mr. Kurth. I'm sure watching from home here tonight. Aurora Goebel set up into the middle, backward pass. Sitzman toward the back row. I'm sorry, that was Bonderson toward the back row. My apologies. And that one is going to be out of bounds.
Ooh, I think we got lucky there. I think they both looked at each other thinking the other person was going to get it. So lucky that had some extra legs and got out of bounds. Since we got to stop in the action here, I'm going to make a little plug here, Matt.
You bet.
KC's, being a KC member myself, they're having a pork chop dinner on Sunday from 4:30 to 7, drive-through only. So once you're done watching your favorite football team or waiting for the late game, get down there and get yourself some pork chops from the KC's.
Benefiting?
I will do some confirmation on that, Matt, but right now I was just told the when and what. So okay. I'll see what it happens to benefit.
That ball into the net and down on the Jays side. It is now 8-7. Apologize for being a little behind on the scoreboard here tonight. Our automatic scoreboard a little down here tonight, so we will keep working on doing it manually as Goebel receives that one. Rizea cross court. Grace Kellen not able to clear the tape.
Yeah, hitting error there. Didn't quite clear the tape like you said. Nice set by Rizea, actually backpedaling one direction, shot it all the way over to the antenna over there.
Part of it almost looked like a set issue also. Not a high enough set is when she hit the ball, it was already almost into the net. And that one's out of bounds.
Yep, another hitting error. So, again, not to oversimplify, but, those errors, you can't give 3 points away, that's for sure, and shows by the scoreboard right now with a 7-10 deficit.
Rizea in the middle. Bonderson finds. Oh, I thought that kissed the line, but I'm a little further over than I could not see the gap in the line, but I'm sure it was there.
Yeah, she made a nice play like that earlier in that first set, going back to the well again, just gave it a little too much mustard.
Potabom back to serve. What a fun name to say, too, and that one floats out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Coach Bunkers will say the same thing right now.
Fun name to say, or?
Yeah, no, you get yourself into a ball game against two quality opponents like this. You can't be just giving points away willy-nilly like that. I think both teams really need to clean it up a little bit that way.
Be remiss if I didn't say that Hallie Walgenbach is on the bench in, what would you say, business casual type of attire,
in
clothes.
a managerial role yet, but certainly not wanting to fill that role. But like we found out in the softball season, she fills that role to perfection. So looking forward to getting her back here in the upcoming athletic seasons.
In talking to Coach Goebel, they didn't want to test that knee in volleyball season and let her try to get her athletic endeavors just a little bit further down the line here. Ooh. Good big ups to Leanne Arns, who tells me the KC breakfast. Is it breakfast or is it going to be a dinner?
It was a pork chop dinner is what I was told.
The Lamar's backpack program.
Ah, there we go.
Good benefit as that one goes out of bounds. Point for Remsen St. Mary's.
Good catch there by Leanne. Thank you.
Schwickerath is back to serve for Remsen St. Mary's. And that one looked a little funky off the hand as Goebel frees that one flat-footed over, and that one's freed back into the back corner. Jays take a swing at it and falls on the Jays side.
Great placement there. Was going to fall in. I think Dan Goebel is just going to remind us that we got to keep our feet moving and, again, quit giving points away.
Take a timeout with him. Back after this.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
Welcome back to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Brian Colbeck, as Isaiah was just a little bit too close to the net, and and got called for it.
I think St. Mary's must have heard my comments there between games about cleaning it up a little bit and success breeding success, because they've really kind of calmed down, making us make a lot of errors right now, Matt.
Isaiah over to Goebel. She took a big hack at it, but it was dug up well in the back row, and they're going to call 2 hits on Remsen St. Mary's.
Setter, I think, got into the net. She tried to put the brakes on there, but the shoulder ended up rubbing up against the net there.
Gotcha. Remember to check out, like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You'll know whenever we go live, like we will, I believe football will be we will be the next one to go live next Thursday, as that one is down for Remsen St. Mary's.
Yeah, really nice pass, really nice set, really nice swing. And like we said earlier, if you can simplify the game like that and keep it simple, make it simple, good things will happen.
Back to serve. Isaiah Sitzman set up in the middle, and Bonderson. I'm sorry, that was Kennedy Sitzman that tried to swing the hammer there. Goebel frees it up just over the top of the double block. That one's going to be tight to the net and down. And Remsen St. Mary's running.
Very nice athletic play there by, I believe it was Brielle Shorg, number 6. Like I said, just don't try and get real crazy with it. Just find that soft spot, get it back over. Being really effective against us right now.
Set up in the middle. Kuntz to Isaiah Sitzman. Goebel. That one, she hammered the heck out of the top of the net. That one into the double block. Back on the Remsen side. Pushed over. Saved. It back into the middle, and that one's going to be freed over. Dug up and hammered home.
Yep, Grace Gallus getting up there, putting a nice move on it. One of our blockers did get a piece of it, but there too, the back row just doesn't respond. Kind of looking at each other. It's kind of a you go, and then nobody goes, so we really got to get after them.
18-9 the score. Aurora Goebel and Sitzman dumps it over. Right hand of Gallus pushed it over. Now Goebel into the back corner, and there's going to be a touch out of bounds.
Yep, real soft spot. I think it was going to be in regardless, so made an effort at it there. Gehlen's got the ball back serving here. 8-point deficit. Really got to cut this in, at least try and cut this in half. Get 4 or 5 of these back here, Matt. make this a ball game again.
18-10 the score, and a quick reminder that the Monsignor Lafferty Tuition Foundation fundraising is back in full swing. Contact Amy Jungers in Gehlen's development office, or you can contact Remsen St. Mary's development office if you are a fan of Remsen St. Mary's. Either way, great foundation to support Catholic education.
Yeah, nice little down ball there from Tessa. Didn't quite look like it might have enough English on it after it hit that tape to kind of curve over, but just fell short.
Addie Castle back to serve. It's 11-18. Jays trailing by 7. Received by Bunkers. Freed over on that receive into the middle. Back into the middle for the Jays, and Rizea frees it back over onto St. Mary's side. Right hand of Gallus, and she is able to find the soft spot in the Jays defense.
Yeah, Grace really playing well up there at the net right now. Probably a good thing she rotates to the back here because she was kind of taking it to us there while she was in the front row.
Back to serve is Gallus. Castle over, and that one's hammered home by Goebel.
Nice pass, nice set, nice swing. Again, broken record, keep it simple, good things happen.
We'll see Grease go out and Kellen come into the ball game as Goebel is back to serve, down by 7. Goebel received by Bunkers. Set up in the middle, and we're going to have 2 touches yet again.
Now he's calling that one a lift, so I don't know if she put her palms on it. Stacy Bunkers is kind of asking exactly what he's seeing too. From my angle, couldn't really tell, but maybe got it too far down by her shoulders. Maybe we'll speculate at that and leave it there.
Okay. Up over the double block, and great vision by Remsen St. Mary's.
Nice swing, nice set. Again, keep it simple. Good things happen.
I mean, it's nice when it happens like that. Trying to get our scoreboard back up and manually functioning or automatically functioning. Rizea up off a tip and out of bounds.
Nice swing by Rye there, nice set. Just trying to move it around a little bit. It seems like we're kind of getting in a rut there. When we do have a good pass, we're always going to that left side. Kind of mix it up a little bit.
20-14 the score. Set up in the middle, right hand, and that's going to come down on Remsen St. Mary's side.
Nice swing by Kate Bonderson there. Addie Castle just kind of feeding her there in the middle, only single blocker. About a coin flip there if you can only get one up there. A lot of times you like to see 2 if you can.
Back to serve was Kennedy Sitzman up off the light. That one's, she tried just to float that one over, did Hallie Bunkers, and a little bit of extra carry off the tips.
That was actually Ava Garvin. But,
Ava Garvin,
yeah,
sorry.
Came up to kind of swipe that down, but they're maybe a little too far off the net to make that play.
20-16 the score. As that one's freed over into the middle. I think Grace Kellen lost track of that one.
I think so too. I think Kate bumped it up and Grace was retreating to get in position to come make a good swing on it. Forgot nobody else was there at that time. So 21-16.
Back to serve is Tettinger. Into the middle, Goebel. Castle set up. And she had set up Kate Bonderson. Now Garvin, flat-footed, set up in the middle. And that's floated and just not enough, not enough mustard on that one.
Got out of system a little bit there. Kate Bonderson ended up being the setter, setting it back to the setter. One of our setters, Rizea. So not out of system there a little bit, but just came up a little short.
Timeout. We'll take it. Also, back after this, you're watching Fuller Digital.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
Orange City Area Health Systems team of physical therapists and sports medicine physicians offer a broader range of evaluation and treatment for injuries. Our doctors
to talk about and welcome back to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling alongside Brian Kolbeck. Sometimes these volleyball timeouts don't exactly last a minute. As we're back in action, Tettinger set up to Castle. Isaiah sits with the left hand and it just assaulted Gallus with that one.
Nice swing from the lefty there again. Nice, very still set. That's the always thing, the trademark of a very good setter is when that ball leaves their hands, that ball has very little or no rotation. It's just like a big peach up there that the hitter can go up and grab.
Isaiah, that one's going to be freed over to the Jays side. Isaiah sets up, cross court. Grace Gehlen in between the double block, floats down in the middle.
Yep, nice tight set there for Grace. I think that's kind of where she prefers them, a little bit more on the net. Snuck it there in between the St. Mary's defenders and trying to get this game back into a little more manageable. Matt down 4.
18-22 is the score. As that one's set up, Isaiah. And that one's going to be freed over by Grace Gehlen. Set up in the middle, and that one's going to be freed over by Garvin. Sitzman takes it up off the net. Free to the front. Right hand of Kuntz. Kuntz, they had a little fight there at the net. Still fought for it at the net as Kuntz loses her balance. And the Jays not able to get it back over.
That would have been a heck of a save, Matt. I don't know if it was even possible from where she hit it, but if she could have found a way to put some English on that, that would have been a heck of a save.
I've seen field goal kickers put English on it.
I don't think she can do that. So,
Jada Potabom, again, fun name to say. Back to serve for Remsen St. Mary's. Hits that right into the net. Well, we got a quick break. Reminder that Gehlen Journalism is selling the dishcloths that Spalding sold. If you like those dishcloths that they had, and my family did, and it's evident because we're selling them for journalism. They are very nice dishcloths. Check out GehlenCatholic.org for more information. As Grease serves that one up. Set up to the near side. Gallus able to get it over. Isaiah over to Goebel, and that one's going to be out of bounds.
Yeah, she changed her angle that time. Again, had a nice open look at it, but just gave it too much mustard and carried it out of bounds. Game point here for St. Mary's.
Set point for St. Mary's. 24-19 is the score. And back to serve will be Schwickerath. That one's going to give me troubles during basketball season.
Schwickerath?
Uh-huh. Isaiah. Oh, that one swatted at by Remsen. It comes down onto the J side. Goebel toward the back row. Set across by Schwickerath. And we're going to have 2 contacts.
Yep. I still, you never want to argue against the officials and stuff. But like I said, Dan gave a little coy smile there, and Coach Bunkers was kind of holding her hands out too, like what's going on. So, again, we're maybe got some misinformation here. So.
Isaiah over to Kuntz. Kuntz able to free it over. Right hand, short. That's going to be off the Jays, and Remsen St. Mary's picks up set number 2. We will be back in 1 minute to talk about it. You're watching Jays and Hawks on Full Digital Solutions.
You will like it here. Beautiful Cherokee County, Iowa, nestled in the Little Sioux River Valley in the heart of Northwest Iowa. People care and support each other and work together to help our communities, business, industrial, medical, educational, and agricultural opportunities thrive. Each season offers recreational activities, historical events, and cultural entertainment, making living here enjoyable. Come stay or play. Go to www.cherokeeia.com now.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame, not just embroidery.
Welcome back to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Brian Kolbeck. Hello to Allie Bickford watching from home tonight. I understand it's golf league tonight. Is that right?
I don't.
I think I think Caden had basketball tonight, and so Mrs. Bickford running Caden around. And so
chauffeur.
Hello to Mrs. Bickford tonight. Jays got behind it big in that one, and we're not able to dig themselves out of that hole.
Yeah, they, as much as I preached in the first game about us giving away free points, St. Mary's just kind of came and took that second one. They put pressure on us. They had solid play up at the net, good hard contacts, no real little light free balls, and kept us kind of moving, and it showed up on the scoreboard, taking us down by, 5 or 6 there, 25-19. So good response after losing that first game by the Hawks.
As we get ready for set number 3. Can't wait. I'm excited.
You can't really be surprised either, because a lot of these young ladies for St. Mary's here were standing on the opposite side of the net last season, probably taking a beating from the seniors that they graduated last year. So you have to certainly assume that, and like I said earlier, success breeds success. They came into the season knowing they'd have a lot of new roles to fill and some positions to fill, but like I said, as the season goes along, I fully expect them to improve as the season moves along here.
Brian, Jay Walkathon, boom. Jay Walkathon, boom.
Not much of a walker anymore, Matt. If it doesn't have a motor on it, I usually try to avoid it if I can.
Jay Strollathon?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. That's back. Friday, October 11th. Hopefully it will be outside, but anytime, I feel like anytime Amy Jungers plans an event, it rains.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain early. Been real dry and hot here lately, so I think we'll be good. So.
Okay, perfect. Homecoming's coming up this year, too. Lost the date for it. I know it's coming up, October sometime. I promise you it's coming up. Oh, October 4th.
There you go.
October 4th.
Everyone was on the edge of their seats out there listening.
I know, especially those at St. Mary's.
Yeah.
That one received by Grease. Cross-court, Goebel. Goebel off the touch. Remsen trying to set up the offense, able to float up over the double block. Cross-court pass, right hand of Kuntz. Set up in the middle. Gallus into the middle for the Jays. Over to Goebel. Goebel tries to get up off the double block, and it's down on the Jays side.
Double block was there. Bunkers and Gallus, I believe, got up. Perfect timing. Got the hands turned. Pretty much textbook there, Matt.
Double block, double block. Remsen St. Mary's leading this one 2-0. You can probably hear our friend right next to us, Daniel Versteg, calling the game for our neighboring station. Is Goebel gets that one down the line.
Nice swing by Aurora there. Kind of just decided to go line with that one. Probably the good move over the maybe a little bit more diminutive bunkers other than going at the Gallus. So nice play by Aurora there.
Lubin, ace.
Nice serve there by Lubin. Put it right in that corner there.
Can't complain about that one. It's 2-2 here in the third. So it sounds like we're going to go at least 4 tonight, Brian.
At least.
I'm exhausted already. Lubin back to serve. Changed up from the previous one, and is this a state playoff game?
It must be. Like I said, I got to eat my hat here a little bit because I was fairly excited to get rid of that a little bit so it quit influencing play so much. But apparently it's alive and well here in the gym in Lamar's tonight. So
set up. Rizea. Goebel with a swinging. She tried kind of, oh gosh, I forget what it's called.
Kind of sliding along there. Yeah. But yeah, that sometimes, again, early in the season, maybe later on this year she'll be able to pull that off. But tough play there.
A little bit of sprint action there. As Bunkers back to serve. Rizea cross court to Goebel off the double block, out of bounds.
Got to give props. So I've been paying attention. St. Mary's has a little freshman out there, Brielle Shorg, kind of getting around all over the place, making some really nice plays up in the net, getting up there too. The freshman going against the senior. Senior got the best of her there.
Castle with the stark white shoes back there to serve. Man, those things are just shining. Into the middle, cross court, set up for Tettinger. Received by the Jays, cross court to Goebel, and that's going to be out of bounds.
Yep. Tried to go back over the freshman again in Shorg and just went a little wide there.
She keeps cutting that far line every time. Well, not every time. 90% of the time, 100% of the time.
And there, too, with her body moving cross, that's a tough play. That's a tough play to get your arm to go a different direction than what your shoulders and body are taking you.
That one floated over into the middle and out of the reach of Schwickerath.
Too many young volleyball players love to just go with that dink all the time, dink, dink, dink. But Aurora has the ability now as a senior. She hits it hard, hits it hard, hits it hard. That's what makes that dink effective. You can't just go back to that tip every time because the other team gets onto it. It worked real well for Aurora there.
Set up into the middle. Are they calling a double hit again?
Oh, I'm fairly certain they are, Matt.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Well, it makes it 6-4 for the Jays, but it's I am scratching my bald head. As that one, St. Mary's not able to hold on to it, but able to clear the net. Left hand of Isaiah just hammers it down to the back row.
Grace Gallus makes an athletic play, diving to her right to hit it back over, and then Isaiah puts it right back in her position where she should have been when she left to go make the athletic play. So nice play there.
St. Mary's time.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
The best and easiest men's shopping experience in Northwest Iowa. Measures in the middle of downtown Lamars. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 9 to 4 p.m. Let's go Jays!
Welcome back to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym, and we get a service ace from Aurora Goebel.
Coach Bunkers there took that time out to go ask the official, Miss Heather Badar, exactly why the double contacts are being called at the rate they are being called again tonight. So I'm not quite sure what answer she received, but I don't think she was really thrilled with the answer she got. So
Aurora Goebel with another ace here. 9-4. The score for the Jays. Goebel back to serve. Bunkers just able to get a hold of it, and that's going to be behind the antenna.
Yep, outside the antenna. Another ace for Miss Goebel.
She's on a little stroll here tonight as she goes back to serve. 10-4 the score here, tied up in this third set. One set apiece, and I don't know that motion.
It's a back row attack, I believe, or a player that's ineligible jumped over the net to send the ball over. Like I said, if you're in front of the 10-foot line and you jump up, you got to stay below the plane of the net. I believe Mark caught one of the St. Mary's players doing just that.
Backwards pass, Isaiah up off the block. Set across to the near side, Tettinger, and that one's going to be off the antenna.
Yep, a little too tight to the antenna for Tessa, but did the best she could with it, but ended up doinking it right off the antenna.
Goebel still back to serve. It's 12-4. She serves it up into the rafters, really tight to the net, able to get it across, set up, Sizz in between the double block, still playable for Remsen. Mackin gets it over the net. Castle set up in the middle. Back row attack from Goebel, but it was legal because it was behind the 10-foot line. Right hand that time from Sitzman. Into the double block, and still staying alive. And the Jays not able to get it over Kennedy Sitzman.
It's the old Michael Jordan, I believe I can fly. She took off maybe a little too soon there and couldn't hang up there to catch it. But
touched it while she was floating down.
Exactly.
And into the net. Good to see Mr. Meyer got his popcorn. Standing back in the corner. Castle to Sizz. Oh, I thought she had that. She sliced that really hard, Ryan.
Yeah, a little off the side of her hand there. momentum swings in this game, Matt. We had it all in game 1. They had it all in game 2, and now they put us out to a big lead here. Let's see if St. Mary's can kind of get that momentum back on their side.
Castle to Sitzman off the double block and out of bounds, and the line judge in the near corner about got trucked.
You gotta, that's not easy. It's not only you're standing out there making all these calls, but you gotta preserve. Self-preservation comes into play sometimes when these kids are coming at you to make that save.
Kennedy Sitzman back to serve, running, jumping, swinging, and that must have hit something because the St. Mary's Shorg, I think she misjudged how that was coming down.
Dunked off the exposed rafters in the old Gehlen gym. St. Mary's is familiar with that too, with their gym style. So little plinko up in the rafters.
As Sitzman, Kennedy goes back to serve and just fluffed it a little.
Yeah, errors. Like I said, St. Mary's had it early, then we caught it late, and then now, like I said, just a lot of really unforced errors.
14-7 the score, and back to serve is Tessa Tettinger. Is Tettinger or Tettinger?
Tettinger is I believe, the most common.
Okay.
Tettinger. I know they're a little different, but
double contact.
Hard to believe.
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what Brian, I don't know what to say.
I don't either.
I thought that we weren't going to see it as much this year, but I'm obviously way wrong.
Since they instituted that rule, it's been one that I was waiting for them to get rid of, and I was real happy at the beginning of the season because I thought they did, but apparently they did not.
A lot of one-handed fists there, and St. Mary's able to take advantage of it.
Yeah. I mean, you'll get girls that'll go up to the net and literally just palm the ball and throw it one direction or the other. That's legit, but that ball coming off with a little goofy rotation off the setter's hands, they're all over that.
Tettinger serves it up. Goebel, backward pass, Castle, floats it with the right hand to Sitzman, and off the first hit of St. Mary's, it's out of bounds. Nice job, and we've got a substitution for the Jays. Kuntz comes in for Castle.
Addy for Addy.
So nothing changes.
Nothing changes.
Cool. Left hand of Sitzman puts that one up into the crowd and right into the lap of Chase Breitbarth.
He had really poor form on that one, Matt. You got to get your hands together and really get down to bump that back out into play, so I don't know what he was thinking there.
Face looked really awkward, too. We had the better angle of that than you guys did at home, and he just kind of had that one's freed over. Now pushed right by Bonderson. St. Mary's frees it over. Set up by Lubin. Cross court. Sizz off the contact.
Good dig.
Nice save by St. Mary's. And it touches the antenna and goes outside the antenna.
Again, not a lot Hiley could do there. Kind of carrying out towards that antenna and did the best she could with the left hand trying to get it back over. Point Jays.
Rye's trying to dry those hands there on her jersey. I don't know how successful it is. It's a little bit of a stuffy gym here tonight. Not terrible out today, but warm enough out of bounds.
I always love that, too, the line judges in these various gyms you go to. It seems like they just want to make sure they get it right, so the ball hits and they process for that, 1 beat, 2 beat, just to make sure they get it right because they don't want the crowd all on top of them.
As a baseball, softball guy, I will say that's one of the best things that somebody that's new to a game can do.
Take a tick.
See what you see, then call what you see. That way you have a better chance of calling it correctly.
Yep, I would agree. Grace Gallus back in the front row here trying to do all she can to get him back in this. Nice kill on the overpass there.
Potabom back to serve. Put up. Bonderson tries to put it back down.
Good dig by Shorg.
Tried to free over to Garvin, and I think it was a little bit behind her.
It was. The down balls are always tough. You got to make sure, like you said, it was behind her, down closer to your ear. You got to make sure you reach up and priority number one, get that baby back on the other side of the net.
Sizz back to serve. Coach Goebel went back to get a little wipe from a towel. That one's in the middle. And Sitzman pushed it over. Fight at the net. Joust at the net, I guess. That's off the double block, back on the St. Mary's side. Set up. And again, Garvin with the unforced error?
I think Garvin thought that Tenniger was going to get it, or Gallus was going to get it, and Gallus kind of looked back over his shoulder, so kind of a last second. Nice battle up there between Bonderson and Gallus right now. They're kind of making some plays up there. Pretty fun to watch. And
a serve before the whistle.
Huh.
I was wondering. I kind of looked, and it was.
I found that's the best way to make sure the other team's not prepared is just to do it before the whistle.
Most of the time, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's your best inbound pass, isn't it? That one's floated out by Grace.
Errors. That's going to be a thing both these coaches are going to go back tonight and say their team, good effort, all the coach cliche stuff. But like I said, the cleaning up of the errors is going to be critical for both these teams moving forward this season.
So you see him on the stage just to the right of your screen, on the very right-hand side of your screen is Scott Linden. And Scott, even though he doesn't have kids at Gehlen anymore, he has been the longtime photographer of Jay's athletics, shoot for as long as I've been here.
Forever.
And he has amazing photos. If you come to the gym, you'll see his 6 senior photos. He did all the graphic artwork on it and everything, and he doesn't ask for anything.
No.
And he will willingly pay to come in to do the work. So good on him. Is I'm guessing another double contact.
You guessed correctly. Now like that one there, I would agree with. That one did literally, in my best opinion, came off the hands independently, but some of these tonight, especially being called on St. Mary's, have been a little questionable.
Bunkers back to serve. Sitzman to Kuntz, and that's going to be into the double block. Jay's able to keep it alive, freed it over.
Nice play.
St. Mary's now in their court. Gallus up off the block, set up for Goebel. Goebel gets some error, and they're going to say it touched the line.
Good call, right on the line there, right in front of the line, Judge. Again, Gallus and Bonderson going kind of toe-to-toe here. Gehlen came at her with a triple block last time. I'm not quite sure that's what Dan Goebel's plan is, but got her to tip instead of swinging away. So a little effective strategy there.
See if that pays off for her. Castle back to serve. Student section chanting for her. It's just like your dad night here in the student section. I don't understand the dig there. Fourth over by Goebel. In the middle, Gallus back over by Goebel. Third touch. St. Mary's just couldn't get a handle on that.
No, couldn't get a good solid contact on it. Not for lack of effort, but just could not get a decent punch or fist on it to get it back up in the air.
22-13 here in the third set. Castle serves it up. Now one of the front row. Cross-court pass. Tettinger. That's going to be off the double block and out of bounds.
Pretty much textbook there. Tessa just kind of rifled it right into the double block. Got to get those hands turned if you're the Gehlen defenders. I'd like to see these kids try to pull off a dress like your mom night. I wonder how that would go. I don't think it'd go nearly as well as what it's going tonight for the dads.
No, and there are definitely some nice outfits by the freshmen too. Gallus puts that one up to play. After the game, there's going to be a group prayer, and we talk about the power of prayer and the miracle that is help me out here.
Sherry Jo
Wickup.
Yeah, it's tremendous. They were pretty much told her she wasn't going to be back into school until she's a sophomore, and I've seen her a lot. And
she kind of said no.
Yeah, I kind of told them that she had other plans. So,
and
double contact.
Weird.
Yeah.
Good thing we could just keep talking about this, but she's in the third row of the student section now with Delaney Kearns and messing around, and it's fun to hear her click-clacking down the hallway. So although we seem to have a rash of that at Gehlen right now, is kids on crutches, but
it seems like
that one flows out of bounds, 22-16.
Again, just the errors here, the service errors, hitting errors. Again, those of you at home are getting sick of me saying it, but we're kind of getting sick of watching it. So, like I said, hopefully we can get this stuff cleaned up.
Castle, and that one's going to be freed over by Sitzman. Freed back over. Try to catch the Jays by surprise. Goebel able to float it up over the double block and down.
Yep, hammer, and then give him the soft one right in that little soft little gooey center there in the donut. So, nice play by Aurora.
Gooey center's the best part, Brian. 23-17 as Goebel goes back to serve. See if she can close this one out. Aurora Goebel back to serve. And that one's an ace. I think that has to be like her fourth of the night.
Yeah, four or five very, very unofficially, but had a string of 3 or 4 in a row there to start this game off. And then now coming back to hopefully finish it off.
24-17. Dad's on the hook.
On the hook.
Received by Bunkers. Set up well. Into the double block. Off the hook, by the way. Freed into the back row. Aurora Goebel. Castle, backward pass for Isaiah Sitzman, up into the ceiling. by Bunkers. That one's going to be freed over. Sizz, Castle, Sitzman, Kennedy is out of bounds.
I was going to say I thought it was touched, but nobody saw it, so it looked like it took a funny bounce. But the game plays on.
I also didn't see it. Sorry, I keep catching things out of the corner of my eye. Yeah. We have the door open here in the, we'll call it the Jay's Nest up in the corner of the gym. Castle over to Sizz. Sizz off to the block, out of bounds, and the Jays win set number 3 to go up 2-1. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're watching Jays and Hawks on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Why do we have so many accounts?
Have you seen the brand?
And all from different banks?
Hi. If you move all of these accounts to Prime Bank, it'll make it easier to manage, leaving you more time for the things you enjoy.
But how'd you get in there?
Because at Prime Bank, we're family. With Prime Bank, get rewarded and earn more. Your way. Member FDIC.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym. And before we analyze the third set, congratulations to Deacon Dan Goebel for earning the Good Shepherd Award. He was awarded that by Patty Lansing, superintendent of the Sioux City Diocese Schools. He was awarded that back on September 6th in an assembly before the 712 student body. So a big congratulations to Dan.
Very deserving. Development director up at Spalding for years, a deacon in the diocese now. Head volleyball coach at Gehlen, now currently helping in our in different various roles here down at Gehlen. So very deserving of that award, and glad to see him recognized.
That set, the Jays went on a bit of a run early. St. Mary's caught up, and then it was kind of a little bit of set of runs, but it was just the unforced errors of the double hit and something that this officiating crew can't seem to get away from.
St. Mary's hit some quality opponents early. River Valley, I know, is rated in 1A right now. Gehlen, of course, competed in the Orange City tournament against a lot of high-caliber teams there. And this is simply tonight just kind of, I think, who wants it more. It's just kind of a mess at times, and I think both coaches will say right now we're not getting the best out of both teams, but let's see what happens here in the fourth set.
I will say the double hit calls, it's going both ways. So
it is.
It's not just a St. Mary's thing. It's not just a Gehlen thing. It's an overall thing. To me, it interrupts the flow of the game.
100% it does. It's almost like an umpire with a terrible strike zone. No offense, Matt, but you can't get into a rhythm. You can't get into a flow without it getting busted up all the time. Again,
some of these people on this broadcast don't understand what you're talking about.
It sounds like we're being really critical of these officials, but we're just talking about the rule in general, how through the years we've seen it and how it does influence games when you get officials that do and don't call it. Kind of a frustrating scenario there. So
Goebel puts the hammer to that one and out of bounds. And a 1-0 start for Remsen St. Mary's. Back to serve is Schwickerath, and that one floats out of bounds.
Yep, and they're here too. Just a simple thing, simple lack of focus possibly, like you were saying, Matt, a little stuffy gym, but probably not the stuffiest they've ever played in, so really got to lock it in here if you want to make this thing go 5.
After this, I want to talk a little bit about conditioning. I'll do it right now. Brian, this August was not hot at all.
No.
Especially in these gyms. It was, dare I say, comfortable in the gyms. And so a lot of the conditioning isn't there for now. It's in the mid-80s, and it might be a little more humid than they're used to.
I would agree. And when you get stuffy conditions like this where you just sweat kind of sitting here watching, I can't imagine what these young ladies are going through out there.
Goebel into the double blocks, dug up well, and Kennedy Sitzman not able to almost like, I don't know, like Butterfingers when you're trying to receive a pass, but it's almost like it went right through the arms while she was trying to bump that one.
Wasn't quite sure it was going to catch that bottom tape and roll back at her, so she was waiting till the last minute.
Set up. Kuntz, and it just went off the side of the arm of Kuntz. As our friend Drew Bickford chiming in.
We just got notified that if Mr. Office, the official, listens to this broadcast, he's probably going to end up teeing me up at some time during the basketball season. So,
and probably for good reason.
Yeah, probably for good reason now. So,
as that one goes off of St. Mary's and into the corner entrance of the gym here. Addie Castle will go back to serve for the Jays.
Coach Goebel gives her a location and see if she can hit it.
Middle of the back row and just caught Potabom off-footed. It hit her a little high in the body too.
It's one of those two that doesn't have a lot of spin on it, so you don't have to stand behind to see how far that thing knuckleballs left and right, but that could be part of it too, the movement on it.
Did it again. Another service ace, same spot. And we'll get a rotation here, or a substitution rather.
Lana Jungers coming in.
Yeah.
Give Potabom a breather.
And sometimes it's just changing the radio station in the girls' heads sometimes, just to get a little different tune. That one freed over. Castle over to Goebel. Now in the middle, up over the double block. Set up. Goebel over the double block again. Dug up well by Bunkers, and we're gonna have. I gotta say it's gonna be under the net. Nope.
No, double contact, Matt.
My bad.
You always have to default to that, and then
that's got to be it. That'll just be the call for tonight.
Yep. Again, for those listening at home, I'm going to have to just. I'm maybe just showing how ignorant I am, but I was so fired up this season that we were going to see less of those calls, and I don't know, there must have been, I don't even know, 18 of them, 16 of them tonight, so there too, just showing my ignorance again.
Sitzman with the left hand is pushed up, and it's freed over into the back row. Grease, cross court, Goebel floated up in between the double block, still alive, and not able to get it over.
I think the Brielle Shorg there got away with one too, because she was coming down when she hit it the first time into the net and then bumped it up again, but it ended up being a J point. But another nice little play there, attempted play by the freshman.
Goebel back to serve at 6-4 in favor of the Jays. Jays lead this one 2-1. Hit tipped up over the double block. Castle backwards. I feel like Hawk right now.
Pretty much. For those of you not watching, when you hear us just going to silence, you can assume that it has been a double contact call. So, again, just showing our ignorance for everyone watching and listening at home.
Castle, cross court to Kellen, into the middle. Freed up, nice in the middle. I thought it was a nice set. Lack of attack by St. Mary's. Kennedy Sitzman not able to get that one up, and she double contacts that one.
Yeah, this is four hits. Yes, exactly. I don't know why you would assume
6-6.
that. So.
Wow, the straight line. I've seen an offensive formation that starts like this.
Wow, that is.
Castle, cross court. Kellen with the hammer. It was dug up nicely, though, by Bunkers. Into the, that was a rafter ball?
Yeah, rafter ball. So.
But exposed rafters at both gyms, so it's not anything new. It's not like it's a new concept.
Yeah. Any of these Catholic schools that were built in the 50s will have the same similar gym, except I guess St. Mary's. Storm Lake St. Mary's has a covered roof on theirs, or a tile roof on theirs.
And an ace for the Jays. New looking celebration, and we have a timeout. St. Mary's. We'll be back after this. You're watching Volleyball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Introducing the robust workhorse from Holstein Manufacturing, the HFAB Ultra Tilt Bed Trailer.
Whether you are hauling heavy equipment or delivering precious cargo, our tilt bed trailers, ranging from 20 to 28 feet in length, are engineered with strength and designed to handle it with ease. Forget the hassles of ramps. They're built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers at Holstein Manufacturing.
Holstein Manufacturing. bunch of brain.
and online at holsteinmfg.com.
At Floyd Valley Healthcare, we keep you moving and feeling your best. Our providers work together to help overcome mobility issues, manage pain, and live your best life. An expanded physical therapy department and the area's top orthopedic surgeons on site mean the care that you need is in one convenient location. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing a chronic condition, or looking to improve your mobility, Floyd Valley Healthcare can help you get back to doing the things that you love. Stay active, stay moving, make your appointment today.
Welcome back to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym. Kennedy Sitzman put that up. She receives the attack from St. Mary's. Sitzman now to Bonderson. Bonderson hit that off of Gallus and out of bounds.
You see glimpses like that from St. Mary's and Kate Bonderson of great court knowledge, great athleticism, great movement. There was an exceptional play there by Bonderson coming up and making that block. Really nice play to see.
Kennedy Sitzman puts it back in motion. That one just hits the tape hard by Garvin. Floater from Isaiah and found the soft spot in the St. Mary's defense. It's 10-6.
Nice tip there. Isaiah known for coming up swinging for the hills and gave him that little dink there tonight. Looks like maybe Addie Logan coming in for Aurora here. So,
as Chris Berman would say, whoop!
You're dating us, Matt. You're dating us.
He's still on the air, sir.
Yeah.
In the middle. This one's going to be freed over by Short. Castle, cross court. Kellen off the double block and caught Kellen drifting backward because of the force of that set.
Yep, setter pushed it out the antenna. Grace was in a little bit. A nice play. Backpedal a couple times, elevated, and put a good swing on it.
Kennedy Sitzman back to serve. It's 11-6. Received by Bunkers in the front row. Garvin up over the double block and into the net.
Oh, yep. Going to catch
and
one of us.
It would have been Isaiah.
Yep.
Isaiah looks back at him with a little bit of a death look. It's been a sloppy night for both teams, and it'd be interesting to see what the stat line actually looks like afterward.
Yeah, it's going to be full of lots of marks in places you don't want them, I'm sure. So.
A little miscommunication as Castle lets that one fall to the ground.
Here's a good example of we got Castle. You got Addie Logan in the back row, Grace. Different combination here. See if they can kind of talk it out and figure it out.
Tessa Chettinger back to serve. That one is freed back over and a little too much for Tettinger to handle.
Yeah, she came flying up on it and underestimated how far back I was going to travel. Got the best of her there.
Now Allison Garvin will join Ava Garvin. Good thing that won't be a mouthful for me.
Yeah. Easy for you to say.
Right. But Allison is going to be back. Oh, nope, she was just in, and Isaiah is back to serve. Sorry about that, my bad. My B, coach. And that's going to be a lift, is what they will call officially. Jays lead this one 13-8. Isaiah back to serve. Isaiah with the left hand just kisses the tape. It's going to go off of Grace Gallus and out of bounds.
A lot of topspin on that from lefty there. Dives down in front of him. Everyone's going to, I think, cozy up a little bit more now.
Isaiah serves it up again to Gallus. Into the near corner. Able to cut that one nicely was Bunkers set up. And Bonderson able to find the back corner.
Yep, single blocker there on her again. Gehlen usually so heavy on feeding their middles. Great middles come through her. Maya Whitehead, Katie Peters, list goes on and on. Kate's really filling that role real nice this season.
Rye back with the left hand, walks toward the lines, hits it into motion, sets it up for Ava Garvin. Into the front row, Isaiah sets it up for Grace Kellen, up off the double block, out of bounds, and another Jays point. It's 16-8.
Yep, Grace just reaches up there, reaches high, hits it high. Gets the timeout from Coach Bunkers here.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Tyler Meekma in Lamar's today.
Welcome back to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym as they fight at the net, and St. Mary's able to get that point from Hallie Bunkers.
Yeah, jumped up into the ceiling and hit off a light or something up there, gave it a funny spin. St. Mary's was able to get it over, and then Eddie Kuntz just misplayed it there at the net, so point St. Mary's.
Back to serve now is Jada Pottebaum. Pottebaum serves it up, just clears the net. Bonderson frees it over on the second hit. Over to Ava Garvin, gets it to the back row. Isaiah Sitzman, cross court. Grace Kellen cuts the cheese, hits the court.
Tell you, like I said, when she gets up and she's got that set in the right position, she's got a pretty nice swing, Matt. She tucked that into a really kind of a tough location on the court there. Nice swing from Grace.
17-9 is the score here in the fourth set. Will it be the final set? We'll see here shortly. As back to serve goes Haley Grease. Grease wasn't sure that was going to clear the net. Set up for Bunkers. Back to Grease. Rizea backward. Kuntz slices that one pretty hard and.
Yep.
Yep. You guessed it. Double contact. Listen, we really hope that you're as entertained as we are by the.
It just like I said, I was so happy that I wouldn't have to see it as much. But
as that one served long, hey, but if you've been paying attention at home, you'll notice that the line judges have walked the length of the court in between each set. So we're not wrong about at least one thing.
No, yeah.
So go us.
Go us.
Back to serve is Schwickerath. And with the ace, off of Lubin.
Nice serve from Josie there. Kind of snuck up on Haley Lubin. I think Haley Lubin thought it maybe die in front of her a little bit, carried right up into her face, and kind of defending the nose there.
Schwickerath again. Lubin. Rizea backward. Kuntz. St. Mary's able to get that and wins the joust at the net.
Yeah, there's Grace Gallus again. Grace across from Kate Bonderson. Grace gets the best of Kate there. Nice little jumped up with one hand and just kind of forced it down onto that side. So nice play by Gallus.
18-12 the score. Is back to serve again is St. Mary's in miscommunication.
Yeah, Schwickerath is kind of messing with us back there. A lot of bad passes, and that one there, like I said, miscommunication, kind of cut right between the two Haleys.
Kind of has the Jays number.
Yeah.
He's back to serve again is Schwickerath. Schwickerath, Lubin. That one's floated, and we're going to get a carry. Lift, carry.
Good call. Like I said, setters are always, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't there, Matt. You either jump up with a fist or do that, so you're kind of screwed either way.
Well, Brian, we'll stay here, and we appreciate everybody watching at home. Of course, it's big. Like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You'll know whenever we go live. Check out FullerDigital.net. The Jays will be live from Alta Aurelia tomorrow. 7 o'clock kick time on Fuller Digital's Alta Aurelia channel. They do a great job from there, I'm sure.
Yep, Gehlen coming off a nice win over MMCRU last Friday, looking to keep the streak going here against a solid Alta Aurelia team. From what I hear, they kind of abandoned their passing attack that they had last year, kind of went to more of a conventional running game, but expecting all we can handle when we head over there on Friday night.
Homecoming, October 4th. Jay Walkathon, October 11th. Don't forget about those dish rags. We got a lot of stuff going on. And Monsignor Lafferty Tuition Foundation. Brian, you know you can do grain for that too, right?
I did, Matt.
I figured you did, being the agriculturalist that you are. That one cut nicely inside the net. What a beautiful job by Braley Shore.
Brielle
Shore.
I believe. But just to further that, they have her setting. That there, too, was not the play of your common freshman, I don't think. That was a pretty good play from a freshman there.
Yeah, that'll do. Cross court backwards. Goebel, man, off of the no-look backward pass, and she is just able to get it down and in front of Tettinger.
Yep. I think Tettinger did get a piece of it, but nice swing from Aurora there.
In the middle, Schrickerath, Gallus. Jays able to get that one back under control, freed over by Kennedy Sitzman and into the net. St. Mary's not able to keep it out of the net.
Yeah, on the pass there, a little miscommunication back there between Tessa and Jada Potabaum. So bad pass kind of led to a little hairy situation there.
20-15 the score. Jays with the lead here in this fourth set. And
yep.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, double contact. 21-15. Jays back to serve again. Haley Lubin. Into the back row is I'm looking at the wrong roster here. Try that again. Isaiah Sitzman cross court to Goebel, and it's going to be in between all the St. Mary's defenders.
Yep, nice swing. I'm glad he caught up there, so we knew who Isaiah Sitzman and Aurora Goebel are. But both of them have had a pretty good night here tonight. So
it's been a day, Mr. Colbeck. It's been a day. Chasing around junior high football too. Shorg into the back row. That one came freed back to St. Mary's. Set up, and we're going to have
a lift.
A lift.
Yeah, that's legit. That was a legit call. So.
I thought we were going to call it.
We might have. It was close. No, it's just another match here where neither team seems to want to kind of take off with it. Everyone kind of doing their best to keep the other team in it right now. 22-16 Jays.
Gehlen wanting to play a fifth set, and St. Mary's not wanting. It seems like nobody wants it that badly. This one's hit over. And St. Mary's going to get the point off of tip by Rizea, and then in the back row from Haley Grease. Whew, this has been a difficult night here for the Jays.
Yeah, I think Coach Bunkers would agree the same thing. I think a lot of points have been left on the table by the blue squad here too.
As the Jays air in that one, it's 22-18 here in the fourth. And a timeout from Dan Goebel. We fulfilled our commercial obligations unless we end up going 5, Brian, so we could keep it right here. And I don't know if there's much else that we can say. I'll tell you what, we have some great sponsors this year. Marcus Lumber's back on board. C&B. Of course, Dave's Roofing's been around with us for a while. Farm Bureau Insurance is with us. New Floyd Valley Insurance, Holstein Manufacturing, of course, Colbeck Incorporated. 5-Star Communication. You saw 106.3 Classic Hits. Lamar's Agri Center. They're back with us again this year. Meshers, they're new in town.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they took over Clausen's, and they've done a nice job there. And then OCAHS Sports Medicine, and Prime Bank and Sitzman Construction, and Wall of Fame. They've all sponsors this year. And
glad to have them along.
As Bunkers put it back in play, Kuntz hits that one long.
Oh, another error. Again, neither team really wanting to come out of here and just take care of business. So if you haven't gotten enough information from us tonight, remember to get on that Textcaster. That'll get you all the information you need and then some. Stay up to date with all the goings on here at Gehlen. Get that Textcaster, get online, and get that on your phone.
Off the double block, and St. Mary's pulls it to 22-20. Check out the newer GehlenCatholic.org, still a newer website, and St. Mary's also has a newer website. I don't know the name of I don't know the URL offhand. As Grease over to Rizea, Goebel into the back row, cross court, set up for Tettinger, and she hits that one long, 23-20.
I think they revamped the website so us parents can find our work schedules a little easier, Matt. I think that's the only reason they went and redid the website. So.
Yeah, something like that. Our provider is eCatholic, and they're the ones that do the church one. And they've been top notch for us, and it is a Catholic-based website provider. They've been great to work with. As St. Mary's hits that one off the double block and out of bounds, making it 23-21.
Yep, Grace Gallus has had herself a whale of a game this evening. Like I said, she's been a force up with the net. It's been fun to watch her and Kate Bonderson go back and forth, and now Kennedy Sitson will be on the other side. Well, she went to the back row, but been fun to watch her tonight.
And the Jays had that one just freed up in the middle, and St. Mary's just hammers it back home. It's 22-23. St. Mary's trails by 1.
Yep, and I think Dan Goebel has burned both of his timeouts, so it's going to be squarely on that girl's shoulders here to take care of business.
Gallus serves that one up. Goebel up off the block. Played by Schwickereth. And that's going to be Sitzman. I'm going to say was off the antenna.
Yeah, well, they're going to say, I think they're going to say that
Sitzman
touched it at the net, and then it went down out of bounds on St. Mary's side. So tie ball game here.
Gallus back to serve. Cross court. Goebel dug up by Bunkers. Cross court. Now Tettinger off the block and out of bounds. And St. Mary's takes the lead 24-23. And errors, and then leaving the door open, letting the opponent run right through. Hats off to St. Mary's for not quitting when they were down 6 or 7 there. So see what happens here. Set point for St. Mary's. Gallus back to serve into the net, and the Jays have life.
Tough one early in the season. Tough one on Grace. Had a whale of a game so far tonight. Probably wants that one back, but Aurora stepping back there. See if she can reel off a couple of those aces.
24-24, and probably the best server of the night for the Jays. Aurora Goebel back to serve. Goebel serves it up. That was a knuckleball coming back. Cross over to Mackin. Set up. Castle backward. Left hand of Sitzman.
Nice
dug up well. Cross court. And that was pushed over by Mackin.
Yeah, see, now there's to reference what I talked about earlier, that there was a throw, which is, like I said, legal because you can get up there and you can throw it, but how that there is legal when the double contact is always called, it blows my mind.
Coach Goebel was not happy with that as Shorg goes back to serve. Shorg, Gehlen, and we're going to go 5.
Why wouldn't we?
I don't know. We got nothing better going on here tonight. Well, more volleyball will come the 5th set after this. You're watching Jays and Hawks on Fuller Digital Solutions and Fuller Digital.
At Lamar's Agri Center, we offer a full line of agricultural products including precision agronomy and application, grain storage and marketing, seed, animal feed, bulk grass seed, and lawn fertilizer. We pride ourselves and are committed to providing the best customer service and building long-term relationships with our valued patrons. Call or stop in today. Our agronomist, Brandon Fisher, is ready to discuss your needs, helping to develop a plan for your long-term success. We will continue to be your partner in the field. Lamar's Agri Center, where your success is our top priority.
Marcus Lumber's showroom offers you an experience like no other. So when you're thinking of replacing your windows, Marcus Lumber is sure to help add clarity for the decision best fit for your home. Featuring Thermotech premium windows, they will show you quality, energy-efficient options. Made in the upper Midwest, Thermotech knows a thing or two about the temperature extremes that we face. So expect more energy savings, more beauty, and more comfort with Marcus Lumber and Thermotech windows.
Welcome back to the Bo Langle Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Brian Kolbeck, and all we have is snorts and sounds. And happy birthday, 17th birthday, to a Kolbeck in your house, one that we all love.
Well, some days.
Nathan Kolbeck turns 17 today. I don't know if he even has had cake yet. I think I saw him with a candle and a couple cinnamon rolls this morning.
Yeah, that's a family tradition. Get the cinnamon rolls out. So, this game here tonight has been something.
Well, it's everything you could expect out of a rivalry.
I would agree. Probably not as clean as what you're hoping that these experienced athletes are capable of. But again, we're early in the season. why wouldn't you go 5? I mean, we talked about that conditioning earlier, Matt. Well, here you go. You're in a hot, sticky gym. Why wouldn't you go 5?
We got nothing else going on. I mean, tomorrow's Friday.
School night.
Tomorrow's Friday. Game day. Sizz. And that one's in. That
was a good call.
Just inside the back line.
Yep. I held my breath there a little bit, thinking we're going to start off the same way we've done in the past couple of games. But nice ace serve from Grace. Sizz.
Yes, correct. Grace Sizz. Sizz back to serve again. Freed over. Gehlen pushes. No. Tape kicked it back. It's 1-1 after 2 points.
Rye gets up with a hobbling a little bit. Maybe rolled an ankle a little bit there. Yeah, stretching her out. Looks like Haley Grease going to be coming in for Grace Sizz here to play some back row for us. 1-1. First one to 15.
Oh, boy. Josie Schwickerath back to serve for Remsen St. Mary's. She shuffles up to the line. Goebel, and that one's spinning. Back to Goebel. Dug up by Short. Cross court, backward pass off the double block and back on the St. Mary's side. Set up into the middle. Gallus. Ooh, out of bounds. I thought that was close, Brian. I thought it was close to being in.
It was close, but from our angle, I would agree with that call. A little wide.
Haley Lubin back to serve. Jays lead this one 2-1 here in the 5th. Dug up by Shorg. Set up in the middle. Gallus. Now Goebel into the double block. And down.
Yep, Grace got up there. Had plenty of elevation. Gallus, that is. Plenty of elevation. Got to get those hands across the net, especially with an experienced hitter like Aurora Goebel. You got to take the fight to them on their side of the net to have a chance at those.
Haley Lubin, 3-1. Back to serve. Shorg. Cross court. Now back to Shorg. Up over the double block. Now Goebel, and that's wide by at least a foot.
Yep, that was, again, shoulder pointing towards us up here in the Jays' nest and wanting to go line, so tough play there for Aurora.
Back to serve is Bunkers. Bunkers into the middle. Sitzman. Kennedy Sitzman. It was Rye to Kennedy. That one.
Nice play. Nice save by Gallus.
Now Goebel into the double block, and that's in.
Nice block. Got up, turned her hands down, touched the line on its way out. Tie ball game.
Man, oh man. What an entertaining night. 3-3 here in the 5th. Bunkers back to serve. Sitzman set up, cross court. Goebel up over the double block and misplayed by Schwickerath.
Yep, nice. Took a little sauce off that one. Gave him a change of speed. Addie Castle coming here for Addie Kuntz.
Nice use of the clipboard by Dan Goebel there. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't.
He didn't pull up the shirt collar. He didn't use the hand.
Gotcha.
He used the clipboard.
Yeah, gotcha.
Some people can learn some stuff there. And that one's misplayed by St. Mary's. Grace Gallus not able to get that one far enough into the middle, but a nice save from the bench.
Everyone always likes to talk about the big hitters and the big swings. That first pass, if you can get yourself some back row players that can control that volleyball, you can really, really dominate in this Class 1A volleyball.
Set up by Schwickerath. Dug up well. Isaiah. Goebel off the touch and a point.
Yep, just utilizing the blockers there. Shorg was on the outside there. Aurora just elected to put it off her hands and out of bounds.
We talked about this last year a little bit, Brian, where there were some lulls in the Jays rotation. I feel like that both teams have lulls in the rotation, and it's almost exact opposites of when each other has them here.
Yes, I would agree. You know, we're just not like the Western Christians and Unity Christians of the world where you can bring all conference players just consistently and avoid those lulls. So that's always the challenge of Coach Goebel and Coach Bonenkamp and to fix those lulls or minimize those lulls.
Lubin mishandles that one. It's now 6-5. St. Mary's trails by 1. Back to serve is Grace Gallus yet again. Gallus gets it over to Grease. Kennedy Sitzman with a hammer.
Nice slide play there. Kennedy came from the middle around the backside of Addie Castle there on that right side and put it down.
you believe there's 12 new staff members at the school this year, Brian? We're fully staffed now, which is great. We got a bunch of new teachers, and they've all seemed to be adjusting well to Gehlen here. As that one falls on Gehlen's side of the net.
Yep, there's that freshman again, Brielle Shorg, doing freshman things apparently. She all alone there, followed that ball, got up, nice block, cut this ball game down to 1 point.
Shorg serves it up, Castle, backward pass, Sitzman into the double block, off the double block, touch, and out of bounds.
Great
it's 8-6.
swing, great set. Fun to watch when things click for us, that's for sure.
Back to serve is Kennedy Sitzman. She's got a couple points tonight from serving, as that one almost went long. It was a high arcing serve. Garvin off the block. Again, joust at the net, and they're going to say that.
Yep, I would agree. She got it when she turned. She jumped up, came down and turned to her left and caught that net.
That Mackin was in the net there.
Yep.
And Coach Stacy Bunkers is not happy about that. 9-6 in favor of Gehlen. Kennedy Sitzman back to serve. Received by Bunkers. Set almost straight up. Freed into the middle. Kennedy Sitzman. Now Castle over to Sizz. Toward the back row. Into the middle. Now Tettinger off the double block. Castle. Now Sizz. Freed up in the middle. And that one's going to be wide. She set up and her shoulders were pointing straight out of bounds.
Yeah, but there too, as a middle hitter, you're going up and attacking that net. That set was back behind her a little bit, had to open up her shoulder, send it out of bounds.
Timeout from Coach Stacy Bunkers, and we'll keep it right here as the minute winds down. Jays 5 points away from taking this one, but we have seen tonight that nothing is a guarantee.
No, for sure. Just when you think one of the two squads have it kind of wrapped up, then the other one says, I don't think so. We're going to stay here a while longer. So
we've said that a lot tonight.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Oh, shoot.
Just trying to take a minute here since we got some downtime to see what the schedules are here for the teams as moving forward here.
Sorry about the video here. As we get that started again, sorry about that. Off the double block and out of bounds. Now 10-7, St. Mary's. As Tettinger goes back to serve. Received by Bunkers. Castle. That's going to be in between the block and too much for St. Mary's to handle. 11-7.
Nice swing by Bondo there. Looks like Gehlen will be up to Harris Lake Park on the 17th as their next chance here. They'll take the weekend off and kind of review what could have been done better here tonight, that's for sure.
Rizea back to serve. Set up. Right hand crosses. Rizea cross court. Sizz not able to handle it. It was a little too far behind her as she freed it over, and it's going to be two contacts.
Double contact there, yep.
12-7 the score as Rizea Sitzman goes back to serve. Rizea gets it into the back corner. That one's freed over by Garvin, and it's too much for the Jays to handle.
Looks like after tonight, St. Mary's will be off until the CYO tournament next weekend, so they'll have
good break.
Big break there, mid-season break there, yep.
As back to serve is Potabom. Potabom in the middle. Cross court. Sizz. Garvin. Freed up. And that's going to be into the double block.
Ooh,
missed all the rafters. Don't know how it missed all the rafters. Into the back row, dug up well. Goebel, Sizz, and Sizz hits that one long. (12-9) the score. As back to serve again is Potabon. 12-9. Now Rizea, Goebel.
Good down ball.
In the middle. Gallus. Now it's set up, freed over by the Jays. Backward pass. Bunkers. That's super close to the net. And Sizz not able to clear the net.
Yep, nice play by Reich, digging that back up out of the net. But got Grace's approach kind of sped up there a little bit, trying to catch up with it. So.
It's a little bit of the lull that I'm talking about right here.
Yeah, here it is.
This is the section of the... As I think the girls were screaming out, and it was hit in.
Nice swing by Bondo.
Bonner's able to get that one down. It's 13-10.
Yeah, this is also that type of game where if it's going to be close, you got to make sure you get it. I think that was a good play by Lubin. It might have been out, but boy, it was going to be so close.
Back to serve. And that one is long by Sizz. 13-11. We just can't. Nobody seems to be able to take advantage of anything.
And like you said at the very beginning, 13 miles, rivals. Most of us are cousins or nephews or uncles or aunts in between the teams generally. And I guess what did you expect? You know.
Schwickerath back to serve, except for us transplants.
Yeah.
Rizea set up in the middle. Bonderson tries to hammer it home, but it was dug up well by Schwickerath. And Rizea, and they're going to say,
back row attack. She can't do. She almost got away with it, but cannot jump above the net like that if you're back row and hit it over.
12-13. Remsen St. Mary's making the comeback. Over to Goebel. Goebel tries to hammer it home. It was dug up by Tettinger. It's going to be freed over by Gallus. Into the back row. Lubin. Now Kunz with a right hand, able to get it into the near corner.
Yep, like I said before, sometimes you don't got to hit it a million miles an hour. You just got to find the open spot. Game point here for the Jays.
Lubin on the hook. Big pressure, 14-12 as Lubin goes back to serve. Served up. Set up into the middle for Gallus. Gallus into the triple block. And the Jays will come away winners of this ball game. 15-12. Well, Brian, it was a fun night. Long night here in the Bo Langle Memorial Gym. We're going to stay here as I understand. I think there's going to be a prayer between the two teams. It looks like Father Doug is going to lead the two teams in prayer at midcourt, so we'll tune into that here. We'll stay here, and then we will wrap it up here after both teams come together. Looks like they're going to come together on the Remsen side of the net, possibly. Yep. They will come together on the Remsen side of the net.
Always a nice tradition whenever you
can
get together like this.
For just a moment as we gather together for a prayer before going on our way. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Good and loving God, we give you thanks and praise for the joy, the excitement, and challenge that come with athletics. We ask you to continue to bless these athletes throughout this season, that they might grow in their own skills, be united as a team, and grow in sportsmanship, whether in victory or in loss. We give you also thanks and praise for the many people who support and guide them throughout their season, from the many fans who come together to add excitement and energy to the contest. But most of all, loving God, we give you thanks and praise for the most important victory, the victory that Christ won for us on the cross, that those who believe in that victory are truly brothers and sisters. So let us join together in that spirit as we pray together the prayer that Jesus himself taught us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Jays win this one 3-2 in a double hit-filled night for both teams.
Yeah, I think you and I both were kind of just kind of vibing all night long, trying to fill in the dead spots. I think both coaches and both teams are going to leave this knowing that tonight was not their best effort. I know Coach Bunkers will go back and coach them up and get more out of them yet this season, and of course Coach Goebel will do the same thing. You see a lot of good things. You see a lot of things that are typical for early in the season, Matt. But like I said, everyone leaving the gym tonight is going to have kind of that a little bit of a melancholy feeling, thinking that this was definitely not the best that both teams can offer this season.
Well, that'll do it for us here tonight from the Bo Langle Memorial Gym. Remind you to tune in tomorrow as the Jays take on Alta Aurelia. That game time is 7 o'clock and can be caught on the Alta Aurelia Fuller Digital Solutions channel. For myself, Matt Schilling, for Brian Kolbeck, and for our entire Fuller Digital Solutions team, we say good night and so long. We'll see you the next time.